this press conference caught me off guard a little bit. I wasn't expecting the Canelo Golovkin press conference to be in the United Kingdom. But this really is indicative of how popular boxing has become in the United Kingdom over the past few years. The rest of the world are now looking at the UK as an absolutely essential market for selling pay-per-views, even in the United States. Because this fight is taking place in the United States, people. This ain't a fight in the UK. This ain't a fight involving UK fighters. You've got a Mexican and a guy from Kazakhstan who are both based in America, and they're having their kickoff press conference in the UK. So, yeah, British boxing really is booming right now. The world really sat up and took notice of British boxing on a whole new level when Klitschko knocked out Joshua in front of 90,000 people. That sent shockwaves around the world. That reverberated around the world, not only because of Joshua's performance and how good the fight was, but because the event was so huge. People in America, promoters in America who struggle to fill out arenas. Most boxing promoters in America struggle to fill out even a 15,000, 20,000 arena. And yet here in the United Kingdom, you know, they've got 90,000 people fighting over there at Wembley Stadium. Fighting. 90,000 people watching in attendance a fight at Wembley Stadium. So, you know, this is a great look for British boxing. Canelo Golovkin, I've long said that I favour Golovkin in the fight. But after Golovkin's last two performances, I see it as a lot closer. If this fight was happening next year, I'd be picking Canelo. As it stands, I still might pick Canelo, but I'm still at the moment leaning towards Golovkin. It's a good fight. It's a great fight. A great matchup. And a matchup that has ended up happening while both fighters are still more or less in their prime. Some people could say Golovkin is slipping a bit, but he's still unified middleweight champion. It's kind of like when Marvin Hagler fought Sugar Ray Leonard. Leonard said he noticed a bit of slippage in Hagler's performances. But at the end of the day, Hagler was still champion. Undisputed champion, so he can't have been slipping that much, or else somebody else would have taken a belt off him. And, you know, with Golovkin, maybe somebody feels like, maybe Canelo, maybe his people feel like Golovkin's slipping a bit. And maybe he is, but he's still not slipping that much because he's unified middleweight champion. He just beat Danny Jacobs, who's a very good fighter himself. I feel like he lost the fight, but, you know, other people feel like Golovkin did enough to win, so on and so forth. But anyway, regardless of all that, the point I'm making here is the fight isn't happening way past its sell-by date. Canelo versus Golovkin. This is not like Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson. This is not like Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones Jr., the rematch. This fight is still taking place when both fighters are at least fairly near their prime. If you want to believe that Golovkin's slipping a bit, maybe he is, but he's not slipping that much to the point where he's a spent force and anybody else could come in there and beat him. No. He's still a very good fighter. So, yeah, I like the fight. Let me know what you think about the face-off, the size difference between the two fighters. Canelo looks obviously a lot more thick set than Golovkin. Golovkin is taller, a more slender frame than Canelo, who's very bullishly built. Yeah, let me know how you think the fight is going to go and everything I've talked about in this video, all right? Drop it in the comment section, people. It's happening.